Hello, I'm Joe, aka Mr. Fragrance, and today I'm going to be looking at a very interesting company called Bel Rebel. They have brilliant reviews across the internet, and I'm going to be looking at their entire range. Enjoy the video. So I received a really nice letter on a lovely piece of recycled card. That's how they do it. Everything is very sustainable. Everything is vegan, I believe. They certainly do things sustainably. Everything came packaged in lovely kind of this recycled card. It means everything is, there's no plastic involved other than the stickers on the back of these, which may even be recycled plastic as well. I don't know. But very interesting brand, and I'm excited to try them out. They have these lovely packages that they've sent 5 samples, their entire line to me. And so I'm going to start off with what I think is going to be probably my least favourite, and then I'll work up to what, just based on the notes, what I think will be my favourite. Not saying I'm going to dislike any of them, I'm not saying I'm going to like all of them, I don't know. I'm not going to have any batch reviews, thank you to them for sending them out to me. But no, let's just get into the video. This is going to be really interesting, I'm excited to try them all out. So, number 1 I'm going to be trying is Born to Rebel. It's going to be up there, and this is decant. They're all the same looking decants. So, let's try it out on my lower arm. Initial notes of powder. That is powder notes. That's what they've had in the top of the notes. That's what they're saying is in the top notes, and that is what is there for 100%. It smells like posh talc powder. Very sweet, certainly feminine. I don't see how I could possibly pull this off in any way. I don't think, you know, I talk about how there's masculine fragrances and there's feminine fragrances, but really the unisex is not definable, and you can, definitive. You can wear it in any, you know, anything is by choice. This, myself, I don't see a man wearing this. He may love it, a man could wear it if he wants, but it's certainly feminine, that's what I'm trying to get towards. In terms of fragrances and generalizations, this is feminine. It's very powdery, it smells like a luxurious feminine bath in a spa. It's got top notes of bergamot and lemon is in there as well. Bergamot and lemon is citrus, but that's not coming through. I'm a little bit more zoomed in just in order to capture this a little bit better. So yes, very powdery. No citruses at all that I'm picking up. I'm not picking up any citrus at all. In the mid notes we're looking at lily of the valley, almond blossom, and then the base notes orris root, vanilla, and nude musks. All I can smell right now is these powder notes. They're so powerful. I picked this first because I'm not a big fan of powder notes. It's certainly in this sense, and I'm not a huge fan of this fragrance particularly. That's nothing against the brand, nothing against the company. This isn't, I'm not saying this is a bad put together fragrance at all. This is obviously very detailed, and the powder notes are like powder notes you've never really smelled before. This kind of talc is very nice, and as a talc I think this would work perfectly well. But the musks are certainly coming through, and I know from experience, I have tried this one out a little bit before because I wanted to see whether or not the musks would come through, that once that powder kind of settles down a bit, the musks start to come through, and it is quite an enjoyable fragrance. But it's not for me, and it's not for many men, I would not suggest. Number 2, similar packaging, and this is called Rebel Soul. Now, also opened this one before, excited to try this one out again. Wow, that one is I actually like it. But it smells like a forest. It smells like a forest floor, not as I've said about And, which is behind me. I've said when I reviewed And fragrance, I said that they smelled like rainforests, so very tropical. This does not smell like that. This smells like a wet, damp, woody, musky, dirty. Not dirty in the sense that you might think, but dirty as in like muddy. That smell, it smells like a wet forest in Scotland, say northern Scotland, and it's nice though. It's like walking into a workshop in the middle of a forest. I've got a particular place in my mind that none of you will know of, I don't believe. The in the north of Scotland, and it smells really, really nice. It's very, very foresty, and it's like freshly cut wood. The cedar in there is very prominent, but it's very nice. There's also sage in the top notes, and I can't quite. The sage will be making it'll be creating a very green scent, and that certainly there. It's certainly very prominent, the green scent, but I'm not sure that that is coming from the sage. That could easily be coming just from the general woodiness of this, which is quite fresh. It's quite a resinous scent, but it's very nice. I actually thought at first this is going to be too overpowering. It dies down very quickly. It doesn't last anything like as long as the previous one. This musky, powdery one lasts for a very long time. This one lasts for, I'd say, 2-3 hours before becoming a very, very low skin scent. Very nice though. Very, very enjoyable. If you enjoy foresty, woody scents, it's kind of got that dirtiness to it, which is enjoyable. I really like it. I think it's very enjoyable, and yeah, it works in many, many different situations. It's gonna be an edgy one, I would say. Some people may find it a little bit tricky, but no, I think I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Next up is Rebel Air. Now, I've been excited about this one because it has top notes of transparent woods, very nice. Heart notes of birch, tar, and base notes. Sorry, birch tar is the middle note, and the base notes of musks and cade. So the transparent woods are what excite me, and musks are also going to be a very, very lovely hearty base to that. Okay, I'm struggling with this one a little bit. I think the tar is maybe too much for me on this one. Unlike the last one, which was very nice, the woodiness is fresh and it's uplifting, despite there being kind of dirtiness to the forest kind of vibe that I'm getting. It's maybe not so much the fact that it's there, maybe it's more placebo, but this one, I'm thinking it's going to be the tar that's creating this. Transparent woods, that's just a general name for many possible. They maybe didn't want to list hundreds and hundreds of notes in there, or tens and tens of notes. So instead they just said transparent notes. So I can't tell you whether this is coming from that or not. It's quite a smoky smell, which some will like. I think to me this smells like bacon or bacon crisps, and bacon crisps at the best of times are not enjoyable for a smell to me, and so the idea that you're going to spray something that smells like that on your body, I'm not such a fan of. This doesn't work for me, and I'm not going to talk about it too much more because this company is obviously very interesting, and the stuff that I've smelled before this I've absolutely really quite enjoyed. Even a powdery one, Born to Rebel, despite me not absolutely loving it, despite me not loving that's a feminine fragrance, so I think that on a woman it smells great. No, this smokiness is not actually going down for me. I don't think I can say much that I enjoy about this one. It's very, very bacony, so I'm going to leave this one. Sorry, Bel Rebel, about that one, but next up we have Unrequited. Now, let's see if we can redeem ourselves here. We have top notes of rose oxide, heart notes of Bulgarian rose oil, rose absolute, and black pepper, and base notes of saffron and musks. Holy hell, that is... It's quite sharp, almost like a citrus. That's how potent this rose is. Okay, so this rose is very, very strong. It's like walking into a garden store where the roses are flourishing or they're prime. It's actually very nice. That is very nice. That's exactly like smelling a rose, like a fresh rose that's growing currently. That's exactly what it's like. It smells like spring. It's obviously meant for that time of year, or unless you want to wear it at winter time to remind yourself of that kind of smell. But that's very nice. It's like a red rose, very, very lovely. Quite attractive on a female, I would say. It's very, it's nice. That's enjoyable. This is maybe what's quite interesting about Bel Rebel scents is they focus on very particular things. They don't overindulge by surrounding it by too many things. You want to smell like rose, this is what you buy. This smells like rose and nothing else. And that's enjoyable. You've literally captured that scent of a rose, smelling a rose like that, putting it on your body. That's exactly what they've done, and that is brilliant. I think it's very, very nice and very clever that they've done that. Females that enjoy the smell of rose want to smell like that, want to maybe even for your handbag. It's enjoyable, and I can see women in general doing this, and I think it's very enjoyable, and I recommend it for those kind of types of people. Black pepper isn't coming through. I wouldn't say there's any sort of spiciness that's counteracting this rose greenery. I think that really what you've got is basically rose extract, and it's very nice. The top note's a little bit sharp, like there is a possible part of citrus in there. It's quite a metallic almost rose smell, metallic, and that goes away very quickly. I can't tell you whether that's partly because of the alcohol and the fragrance, or whether that is just part of what they were trying to capture, in the sense that it's just so potent. It's almost like my brain just went, oh. No, it's very nice though. And even if it's a body spray, this could work. This is, I can smell it right now. I can smell it very strong, and this was going to last you a long time. I tested this one out. This is the second I tested out. I think I must have been a little bit engrossed in other scents that I didn't expect it to be this strong again this time. But no, very nice, recommend it. And finally, we've powered through them nice and quick. We have bubblegum. Bel Rebel bubblegum. This has top notes of fruits, clove, heart notes of bubblegum and orange oil, and base notes of cashmere, patchouli oil and vanilla. So it should be quite sweet and should smell like bubblegum. We'll see. For this one, I'm just going to spray it on the pack. Again, I'm maybe not giving it enough chance, so I'm going to give it a little bit of leeway if it's not particularly strong. This one just makes you smile. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It smells of bubblegum. It's the exact same as the rose. It's like they've found the extract out of the bubblegum and packed it full of bubblegum. The clove bud is there, but it's certainly not strong at all. It's adding a kind of, and I say this lightly, it's adding a kind of aromatic smell to it, but no, you've really packed full of sweet, fruity smells. To me, it smells like your kind of like your generic bubblegum scent, really, the old-fashioned ones. What was it called? Was it Hubba Bubba? Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. I think this would... I hate generalizing, honestly, because I don't want to get people getting offended by it, but I think this is probably, again, going to be aimed towards the females in general, but this could be worn by anyone, of course, but in general, I think females would wear this. I think it's quite a sweet, uplifting, enjoyable fragrance. I think people are going to love you for smelling like this, with a light personality and enjoyable personality, someone that's nice to be around. This is what you want to smell like. It's very nice, and I think you're not gonna overcrowd the area either with this smell. It's not gonna offend anyone, I don't think, unless you have those kind of. There are certainly people that really hate the smell of bubblegum. Then you're done for, because this is very bubblegum smell like. I think I forgot how to English there. This smells very much like bubblegum. No, really nice. Certainly sweet, certainly fruity. I think the orange is quite a nice addition to it, but it's certainly not counteracting anything. It's just, in any sense, it's boosting the sweetness and enjoyable fruitiness. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. Do check out these fragrances. I really do recommend it. I would say the ones I enjoy most are Bel Rebel Bubblegum and then Rebel Soul. These two I really like, Rebel Soul and Bel Rebel Bubblegum. Bel Rebel Soul is the one with the kind of Scottish forestry smell, and then this is the bubblegum one, which is nice. And then for ladies, I'd say the rose one is nice. If you enjoy the smell of roses, make sure you enjoy the smell of roses if you're going to get that one. But that is literally like having rose extract, and you could literally put it anywhere that you want the room to smell like rose. You could actually use it as an oil. These are very strong. These last for a long time. The only one I found that didn't last too long, I believe, was Rebel Soul, which is a little bit sad because I really like this one. But no, thank you very much for watching the video. There was only one I disliked, and we can leave that behind. We can forget that even happened. I do recommend checking out Bel Rebel. But I've given my honest opinion, and I hope you all appreciate that. I'm never going to give a dishonest opinion. This is what I thought of the brand. I really enjoyed some of their fragrances. I thought they're all surrounding one particular note and emphasizing that note, pushing it forward. You're basically buying an extract of what you really are buying here, an extract of something. And I think that's brilliant. I really think they're a great brand to look out for. They're obviously going to be doing many great things in the future. This is a niche brand, I think you would classify them as, so check them out. Even if you're not going to buy anything, do check them out in the link in the bio. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Mr. Fragrance.